What's happening, guys? Welcome to another video. Hope you're all well out there. Today we are heading to the Riverland for the Riverland Camp Oven Festival. So pretty excited about this one. We'll probably put this into two parts because we're going to be up there for a couple of days. I knocked off work early yesterday and shot up to the farm to pick up the caravan from where we camped last weekend, and then I went to Mum's place last night, so stayed at Mum's, and we've just left Karoonda. It's about 10 AM in the morning. Beautiful day, the sun's shining. And if you did watch last week's camping video, I mentioned we were going to have a bit of rain. We ended up having about 10 millimeters up there at the farm, so not huge, but still pretty good. Just a good backup rain for the 30 mils they had before, so it's looking okay at the moment up there. But today the sun's come out. It's supposed to be about 19 degrees up in the Riverland with no rain, so it should be a good weekend. I think you're supposed to be able to book into the caravan park at about 2 PM, so we're going to be up there very early, but I've got a few things I want to still get from Loxton, and if we're there early we might go and check out the lock at Paringa, lock number 5, and just go for a bit of a drive around, and then hopefully I can give them a call and see if we can sneak in early. So we'll see what happens, but anyway, it should be a great weekend, so hang around for the 2 episodes. And we better turn the camera around now and show you guys what I'm looking at. And you know what that means? It's time to start the music. Okay guys, here we are, all set up. Now, don't know the guy to my left. I'm guessing these next few all down to the right are booked by our mob, and maybe the ones the other side, not too sure, but looks like we're the first one here. That'll be a first ever. So, great looking caravan park. We'll go down the river in a minute and check it out. That's where all the festivities will be. They've got some music on tonight. I think they've even got a sculling contest. A bit of other stuff happening around the campfire, so it should be a good evening tonight. A few drinks, so we'll check that out later on. And then that's the same spot where they're going to have the cook-up tomorrow. But, okay guys, a little bit of a walk around the caravan park. Great little caravan park right on the mighty River Murray. Got Paringa across the other side of the river. I'm going to try and get down here and get one of these pad sites right on the river, maybe in the next 3 or 4 weeks, because I need to get some shock absorbers up to Mildura to our shock guy. So instead of taking the caravan all the way down there, I thought I can pull in here, then go for a drive to Mildura. But beautiful day today, not much wind. Got a big left-handed bend here which takes you up to Renmark, about 3 or 4 kilometres by a river, maybe a touch longer. And the Paringa Bridge, looks like there's a houseboat waiting to get through, so we might film that. I think they open about twice a day, 9:30 in the morning from memory, and maybe 2:30 in the afternoon, but you have to call ahead. And we'll go for a walk across the bridge, because across the road there, or across the river, we've got what's his name? I think it's Frank Turton with that really weird old houseboat. He's got bits of tin and windmills and stuff all on it. They call him the Chicken Man. I think he's got some chickens on there and he plays his guitar. But just looking at the houseboat from over here, it looks like the wind's got to it. It looks like even more of a mess than it usually is. And I think the houseboat's called Will It Sink or Won't It? Something like that anyway. But I think we can go for a walk across the bridge and we should be able to get right up alongside of it and check it out. So let's go for a bit of a walk, but got some beautiful cabins here that you can get right on the river and a few pad sites right up and around to the corner. So all the traffic has been stopped on the bridge and you can see it getting raised there. I'll try and zoom it in when I edit the videos. And the houseboat is just starting to come forward now. It's a fairly tight squeeze, so on a windy day you've got to be a little bit careful getting through there. When I came through on my little trip, I parked about where that houseboat is at the moment, back in between a couple of willows, and I managed to get through by just letting my flagpole down, and I think we scraped through with about 3 inches to spare. But the water was up a little bit more then. So it's just the one houseboat going through today. I have been here before and seen like 5 or 6 houseboats all lined up ready to go through in the morning. You've got lock 5 down about 2 kilometres down the river. And there he goes under the bridge. And heading up towards Renmark. Okay, walking across the bridge, which I believe was originally a railway bridge. So we're right on where the railway line would have been. Caravan park out to the left. And this is the section of the bridge that lifts up. It'll join down there. This big cable system which lifts it up. So now in Bert Dick's Reserve, and quite often in a lot of these parks you've got the free barbecues that the council puts up. You just press a button and they heat up. There's one there, there's another one down there in the dip, and I think there's another one the other side of this little bridge. But we're going to go up here and bring back a few memories, guys. If you're new to the channel started, I don't know, 5 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, when I did my little trip in my caravan on pontoons, little mini houseboat. And I camped up here on the way up and the way back, I think. No, it might have been just on the way up. So just the other side of that willow. And got this floodwaters here. Forgotten the name of this creek, but all of this sort of leads down into the Pike River Flats, which is straight ahead or out to the left. And this is a great little spot where I pulled Gilligan, the houseboat, up. Used to wake up in the morning, there'd be kangaroos jumping through the park. Okay, a bit windy under the bridge. When I came through with my houseboat trip, the water was all the way up over these rocks, and to check if I could get underneath it without having to wait for them to lift up the section of the bridge, I came through with a stick and stood here to see how high it was, and then went and measured it back with the houseboat, and we managed to sneak under there with about 3 inches to spare. So we'll go for a walk down here and check out Frank Turton's boat. Will it sink or won't it? So Chook Man on tour. What a houseboat. He has been in a fair bit of trouble with the local council. Had it parked up at the main jetty or wharf at Renmark many times, and always getting told to move it on. I think he does live here in Paringa, but that's one hell of a houseboat. Riverbend Caravan Park across the other side of the river there, and we've got a few signs here showing you the flood levels. So down the bottom from 2022-23, that would have been about 6 to 8 months after I went back on my houseboat trip. The water got up to that height, and as you can see, the biggest one was 1956. Well, I think the biggest recorded one. Okay guys, we're starting to get the crew rocking up now. We've got Billy over there, the other side, Lovey and Kim camped next to him. Got the Wellington crew all parked over there, and we got me mate Dwayne just pulling up. Where's Parker? Mr. Ed, and we got Gazza. Like, Gazza's the legend. G'day. We'll do a few stories with Gazza around the campfire. One of the best motorbike riders I know.
Turn the lights off.
Known him for a long time. And Mr. Ed over here trying to reverse it back in. There goes my caravan. Got this beautiful spot only about 300 or 400 metres below Lock 5. A few people out there fishing. Sharp left-hander with the River Murray going around to the left. Straight ahead, that's just some backwaters. And downstream, heading towards Berry. And here we are at the beautiful lock number 5. If you go back a few years, it would have been a video of me coming through this lock. So this is the lock section where you pull your houseboats and your boats into. Then they either put the water up or down, whichever way you're going. So at the moment, the height difference upstream to downstream looks about maybe 1 metre, 2 metres. Might be able to see it a bit better in a minute. But a fair bit of water flowing through at the moment. Then the big gates open up and let you out. Lockmasters always keep their lawns beautiful. Not really too sure how to read the old flow meter, but there it is. That's got you some flood levels. So 1956 flood level there. And 2022, a few years ago, that's where it got up to. So just above the cement. Chuck my handle extension up on the GoPro, see what we can see. But from standing over here, it's probably 1.5 metres, 2 metre, the height difference between upstream and downstream. Paringa Bridge up there in the distance, or just around the corner. So just talking to the lockmaster, it's about 3 metres, he said, the height difference at the moment. And then he gave me some weird figures about the flow, which I didn't understand, so we'll give that a miss. All the pelicans over there waiting for the fish to come through. Have a feed of carp. So on the road between Paringa and Lock 5, there's a few houseboat businesses along here. And there's plenty of places along the river you can hire houseboats. But I think up here is the best place because you've got a couple of options. If you want to experience going through the lock, you can head downstream towards Berry. And some nice spots along the river where you can camp. But I usually prefer, or the few times we've come from here, we've gone upstream, up past Renmark. You've got some nice cliffs to see, beautiful sandy beaches. You get up to Chowilla Creek and the Chowilla Homestead, the old Chowilla wool shed, where you can stop and check all that stuff out. And some beautiful cliffs along there too. Paringa Bridge in the background. We've been having a bit of trouble with the campfire, guys, but Mr. Ed has gone and helped us out.
This old fart's got no idea. Stand back. No, it's going. Look at it. I'll catch up. We'll be around.
So,
see you guys. Yeah, mate.
So we got the Tail and Ben crew here. We got Lovey over here, who we're cooking against tomorrow in the famous camp oven cook-up. Somehow he beat.
He can't do better than 19.
He beat me last year. I don't know how.
19 or 20?
I came second to last. Something like. What did you come? 10th. 10th. Yeah. It didn't taste that good. It was his presentation. That was it. We got Billy, you know, from a few camping trips, like blowing up the braised steak and onion in the fire. I don't know why you put that in the fire anyway. We've got Mr. Ed here, who we have known. I don't think we've had Mr. Ed on a video before, but Mr. Ed's father worked on my dad's farm, so we've known Dwayne for a long time, and his beautiful wife Denise. She's just brilliant. She just does everything for him. Dwayne sits back and does nothing, and we've got Lovey's other half, Kim, which I think you've met before. So this is the crew. We've still got a couple more to come. We've got Trusty to come, and Fred and Debbie. So these spots are over there, and down the back there we've got the Wellington crew. So a fair few from down our part of the world. And this fire's taken us about an hour to get going, but I think we've mastered it with my help. Actually, I haven't got off my chair for the last hour.
Guided to where
hey guys,
meant to be.
Been a big night,
So that's
and it's taken me about 3 hours to get this microphone working. I think we've got it sorted out.
well, that's what I said to
So we had a big night across at the camp oven cook-up.
Oh yeah.
But we're just sitting here, got a beautiful fire going. We've got Mr. Ed here. Hello, Dwayne. We got Cheryl Lee over here. We got Billy.
Well, that's no. I'll bring you here.
Cheryl Lee, would you like a bit of Scared of the Dark medicine or not?
Scared of the dark, sure.
Oh, here we go.
I'm on holidays.
This is better. This is better than lemonade. All right, we're having some Scared of the Dark medicine.
I don't know